just working on a little horse.
It feels kind of nice, actually.
Yeah, it's really similar to a lot of other, oil-based clays and stuff. But this is Sculptaclay, and it is wax. So it has a lot of clay-like qualities, but you can cast it directly. So if you sculpt something, you don't want to go to the expense of making a mold or anything like that. You're like, I just made this thing, I just want to cast it, just a one-off. This is a perfect product because you can just sculpt it and go. And then if you do decide you want to make a mold out of it, you can also mold on top of it as well. So, yeah.
How do you keep it thin? Like,
It depends on which hardness you're using. I really like to carve in with this thicker one, so I can heat it and just use a little roller to kind of roll it and keep it thin, or just kind of pancake it in my fingers and then applique it pretty thin, or put it on in strips and kind of smear it
say
down.
you're casting this and you're sculpting it this way. How are you managing the thickness?
The cross-sectional thickness. I'm just kind of squeezing it down with my fingers. So I had made this armature out of foil and wax paper. So when I actually go to cast this, I'll cut the piece in half and remove that. And then because I don't want a core inside of here, the neck will probably get cast mostly solid. And it'll kind of have like a hollow pellet on the inside. So when I was designing this armature, that's what I was thinking about. You can slush regular wax on the inside of it as well. Definitely like slightly cooler temperature so it doesn't get too warm, but that way you would seal all the nooks and crannies so you don't get any bits of shell or plaster investment in there. So yeah, a lot of this one will be cast solid. I'm just like worried about making that inner part like a hollow pellet. So
Does this burn out well?
it does, yeah, it burns out clean. Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing that I like using this for is at the foundry, like when we make a wax and it needs some touch up, it's nice because it's almost clay-like on the wax that you already have. So if you have something like a very chiaroscuro like hair or like shirt texture or something, it like mimics it like perfectly. So it's really nice for like going back and adding in detail on those already cast waxes.
How long does it take you to make one of these?
It really depends. My normal method for sculpting is using constructing out of sheet wax. Transitioning to the Sculptaclay definitely helps me work a little faster. It's a little more immediate. I can get more gestural with my sculptures, which is a lot of fun. It's a different way to work for me.